Despite this brutal suppression, the regime has failed to uproot the uprising because, first, this uprising has roots in the explosive state of the society, poverty, unemployment, and above all, the catastrophic situation of women. Second, the resistance units and a nationwide network of the organized resistance inside the country play a serious role in the uprising. For this reason, the situation in Iran will never return to before the beginning of this uprising. The Iranian people fully understand that the monarchy in Iran has always been a manifestation of fascism. During Shah, all freedom fighters were either imprisoned or executed, which enabled the mullahs to hijack the leadership of the revolution. The Iranian people strongly reject any kind of dictatorship, including the return to monarchy. One of the most widely chanted slogans has become "Death to the oppressor, be the Shah or the mullahs." Today, the Iranian people are fully aware that they must distance themselves from all forms of dictatorship. We are aware of the difficulties on the path ahead, but no obstacle can deter us from pursuing our objectives. The ruling religious fascism in Iran can and must be overthrown. The missing link in Western policy is its exclusion of the Iranian people and the resistance from the equation in Iran. This has harmful effects not only on the people of Iran, but also on the region and the world.
Resistance units in Iran are the wellspring of hope for the Iranian people. They're an engine for change from within during the uprisings and continued protests. And every day they're growing stronger while the regime grows weaker. You know, one of the biggest lies of the ruling regime to the world is that there's no alternative to the status quo. But you know different. There is an alternative. A well-organized, fully prepared, perfectly qualified, popularly supported alternative. And I want to thank Maryam Rajavi for her outstanding leadership and vision. You are an inspiration to the world. As I mentioned, it was a great honor for my wife and I to visit Ashraf III in Albania last year. We saw firsthand the dedication of the men and women gathered there, and this great movement to democracy, human rights, and the freedom for every citizen of Iran. Maryam Rajavi's 10-point plan for the future of Iran will ensure freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, freedom of religion, and the freedom of every Iranian to choose their elected leaders.
But we can only believe that this organization is at the very heart of Iran's future. Your decades of resistance, sacrifice, steadfast determination, courage, persistence, I think it's unique in scale in modern times. There's never been anything like this in our understanding of modern human history. Will you meet the needs and wishes of all the citizens of Iran? I believe the answers to these questions are in Mrs. Rajavi's 10-point plan. As humankind chooses between democracy and autocracy, between repression and freedom, you are leading the way. We thank you, we salute you, and I just want to say that surely, after your decades of struggle and sacrifice for the heart and soul of Iran, the best is yet to come.
International bodies from the UN to the World Court must hold the regime leaders accountable for the decades of crimes against humanity. But the protests that started in September 2022 are not a sudden overnight phenomenon, but yet another visible manifestation and result of 40-plus years of organized resistance to the regime. And during this time, the MEK and its leadership have paid a huge price in blood. The role of women in the leadership ranks of the resistance and in fighting back against the clerics is clearly evident in the streets of Iran. The revolution you are supporting is about bringing democracy and freedom to Iran. It is not about returning to the dark and brutal days of a dictatorial monarchy of the Shah. Iran will never return to its pre-September 2022 days, and it will not return to the single-party dictatorial rule of the Shah's monarchy. Because the chants by the protesters in Iran include death to the oppressor, be it the Shah or the leader.
And as the people in Iran talk about, all I want is a normal life. I just want a normal life. And that's what they're fighting for, is a normal life. Mr. Rajavi, wonderful leadership that you're providing. Just delighted to see you again here, even this way. The Iranian people can and will throw off their rulers. They are doing so now. I pray for their success, of the people of Iran, to end this night of tyranny and to be free, to be free. We need to, in the United States and the European governments, to heavily sanction Iran. Iran needs to be heavily sanctioned by the West. This will further weaken the regimes. We should not be supporting these regimes with our economies. It's time for the Iranian regime to go. The people are kicking them out. My message to the Iranian people from this stage, my message to the Iranian people, be not afraid. Victory is yours.
But even without the regime having fallen, we are close enough to have an honest conversation. Because we did not fight all these years. All the young Iranians did not lose their lives. People have not languished in jail. People have not been tortured to be denied again. The Iranian people had a revolution, and it was stolen. It will not be stolen again by anyone. We are not exchanging a theocracy for another kleptocracy. We have not fought, we have not died, we have not struggled to replace one dictatorship with another dictatorship. It will not happen. This time, democracy. This time, the people. The people. It is about the people of Iran. In any struggle, in any mass movement, just as the hour gets close to victory, there will always be those who say, but it would be faster if we would compromise. It would be easier if we would take a little less. It would be better if we would broaden the coalition to those who have a different vision of the future. Not this time. Our vision is clear. It is Mrs. Rajavi's 10-point plan. Iran will be democratic. Women will be respected with equal rights. It will be non-nuclear. It will be at peace with its neighbors and its friends. It will assure a quality, free life for the Iranian people. There will be no compromise. We will stand for no less.